What is your creative process? Is there actually a creative process to doing stuff? The creative process refers to the different ways that people come up with ideas, new ideas, or solutions to problems. Different people, different creative processes. Some people have like a set of structure or a set of laid down processes that they follow before they can, ideate new ideas, or before they can actually, solve certain problems or get certain tasks done. Some other people, like me, we just get into the room and we have a task to do and we get it done. What is the most optimal way to get your stuff done as a writer, a graphic designer, a digital marketer, a videographer, an all-round creative? Should you have a step-by-step process that you follow all the time? Should you allow yourself flow, or should it be a mix at different points? I don't know. In this video, I want to just have a conversation with Bolanle Banwo. She's a brand identity designer who has made awesome brand identities for brands of different calibers, different verticals, international brands, local brands. She's a superstar. I just want to talk about the creative process. First of all, we'll talk about what is her creative process. Does she have like a structure that she follows when she wants to come up with a new design? Does she follow that structure every single time? And of course, I'll share my own ideas and my own processes. That's if I have so, but you find out in this video. So stay with me. Hey guys, thank you for staying to watch this video. My name is Itimi, and on here I create brand marketing and inspirational videos every single week. If this is your first time, make sure that you click on the button below and subscribe. Also, there's a button just right beside subscribe, which is the bell notification button. Click on it so you always get notified by YouTube every single time I release a new video. If this is not your first time on this channel, thank you. You're the real MVP. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're talking about creative process. I will just put it out there. Do you have a creative process? First of all, is there actually something like a creative process in terms of, process, a set of rules or steps that you have to follow? And then if yes, then what is yours?
So the first thing I do is to gather information from the clients, get to know what they want and what they're trying to achieve. More like see the picture in their head and things like that. And then I go to the research stage. So in this stage, I try to gather materials. I try to read more about what the client wants to achieve. I try to read more about what elements I want to use. And I also try to understand my client's competition as well. Understanding my client's competition helps me create a better brand for them. So I tend to see the weaknesses in these brands and then, gather all this information together to create something really awesome for my clients. So it's just basically reading online, reading about my client's competition, like I said before, reading about the brand I'm about to create, reading about the colors that work in this particular field, because every field has like colors that they are known for. And what fonts to use, why do I want to use those fonts? So I just gather everything possible together, basically.
So what's the second stage?
So we have the conceptualization stage. In this stage, I would, after gathering all the information, I would start fleshing out my ideas. So I can actually make sketches of what the design should look like. So I can make tons of sketches, but then I would only work on some of them, because I do not believe in showing your client too many samples, because it can actually confuse them. So I'll just pick out the best and then flesh them out, and then maybe from 10 I can pick out the best 3, and then I'll just work with that. So that's basically what the conceptualization stage is about.
And then the last one,
the implementation stage. For this stage, I would simply so you remember I mentioned them, I have maybe 10 designs, I'll pick 3. So in this particular stage, I'm just going to work on those 3 and perfect them, make them really good, make sure that my client can actually pick one from those 3.
Do you ever have clients who see the 3 and they're like...
So that's the amazing part about this year. I've actually not had no client has rejected any of my designs.
Boss.
So all my clients, there's always been this case of them actually choosing one. There's always one. And
so
it's
you
actually,
never have to go back?
No, I never have to. So the only thing is they can say, oh, I want to change something, just little details, but they always what they say.
One of the ideas. So have you always had this process, or did you develop it over time?
So I feel like for design, it's just like a natural process. But then, we just have these fancy names we call them. So every designer goes through that stage. So it can be shorter. You may not have to go through the research stage. But the process of you thinking about what you want to do is actually research. And then the process of you thinking about the ones you want to show your clients is just conceptualization. And then you just implement. It's just, the process is always there. It's just about if you want to give it a name or not, really.
That makes sense. I mean, so Bolanle has shared her creative design process, implementation, no, information gathering / research, conceptualization, and then implementation, right? This works for half for graphic design. I mean, for different people, dependent on your area of expertise, your process might be similar. I feel like everybody's process kind of fit into this box, even for those of us like me, who I'm like, I don't have any process. I mean, I get a brief, I'll literally just stay and think about it. I mean, I do the research, but usually I'll just ruminate on it, like think about it a few hours a day or two, depending on my timeline. And at some point, I'll just go right into it. So I've never actually thought about it in the structure of, research, conceptualize, then implement. I just know that I will get it done at the end of the day.
But you do it every time. It's just
so apparently, hearing you talk about it, I realized, okay, I actually do follow the process, because before I can actually ideate or solve a problem, I would actually get as much information from the client. Then I'll actually do a research, read, watch videos, or just think, and eventually a few ideas in my head, and I can start writing.
Just watching movies or just doing random things.
Yeah, so maybe at the end of the day, everybody's process, right, would actually fit into this box. Yeah. It's just that for different people, we would do it in different ways, right? I think for me, again, one of the key things that I've started to pay a lot of attention to is the design thinking process. I don't know why, but for some reason, the last couple of months, it's been like one of the biggest concepts that I've really followed. Okay. Just first of all, so when I'm doing any form of briefing, working on any problem, the first thing I'm always thinking is empathy. Okay. So which is how much of the user am I paying attention to, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not just really about the client, it's really about who the client wants to use that brief for, that marketing plan for, which is their customers. So it's always about, the information I'm thinking of, I'm gathering, the research I'm doing, or the rumination I'm doing in my head is first and foremost about the user. Who are they? What would they like, right? Where are they? What kind of communication works for them too? So I think about the user first. Once I'm able to do that part, the next step is to define what my problem is. Okay. So this is exactly what I'm trying to solve. I know all the information I can get about the user. Now this is I'm defining the problem. Then prototype, which is now like my conceptualization. So I know what the problem is. I know the client details. I know their market details. I know my user details. Now let's prototype and actually like put it into practice. So and then
So you do have a process.
I do have a process, but I've never thought about it because I'm like just. And then everyone actually.
And that was actually a process, actually, like this. So that maybe sometimes you just jump some of the processes.
Yeah. So I think one thing that we can take away is don't get too stuck on the idea of I need to have like a very structured process. As long as you can get new ideas or solve your problems or get your tasks done at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Focus on that. Whatever means you find most appropriate. Right, or most effective to get your creative juices flowing, then do it. But question I want to ask, or rather two questions, is one, do you think there's anything like a creative block? So writers, they always say writer's block, right? Do you experience any creative block? And two, in what spaces do you find yourself most creative? So for me, for instance, if I feel like I'm stuck or overwhelmed, if I go to the beach, it's like my brain just clears out.
Wow.
Right? Another thing that helps me is if I sleep. Okay. So if I feel like I'm overwhelmed again, or I'm trying to figure out something, it's not working, or I'm trying to get myself to work too hard, and I'm just writing maybe like a mess. If I sleep and I wake up the next morning or middle of the night, I'll feel better. So, like the beach, sleep, and sometimes just get myself like a lonely room for like a period of time. That helps me to like feel more creative or brainstorm a lot better, strategize a lot better. What works for you? And then is there like a creative block?
Yeah, so I sometimes actually experience that. Sometimes I'm actually not in the mood to design. I tell people that when I want to have fun, I design. And when I want to work, like my work is actually design. But there are times that I don't want to do anything design. I'm just tired. I just want to do something else. So it might sound very funny, but one of the things I do is I actually just... food. So I kind of like looking at pictures of food, different types of noodles. I just try to. So what I do is
So wait, noodles specifically?
maybe not noodles, but
Food.
food. So sometimes, like recently, I was in Akure to train about 100 women, almost 100 women, I think. And then when I got back, I was so tired. So what I did was, where I live, we have like different restaurants and everything. So I kind of found like new places online. So I went there just to check out their food, just to look at it and maybe buy some. It kind of helps my mind because I enjoy looking at good food. It's weird, but it helps me a lot. And then also, I like shopping as well. I might not actually buy, maybe window shopping. I might not actually buy anything, but just doing something random helps me. I don't know, just checking out new clothes and just buying something, doing something away from design. Then so I'll do that so much, and then I'll start missing
Work.
work again, and then I come back to work, and then it helps me just see work from a whole new perspective. So as a designer, I actually think it's good to just go away from your computer sometimes and just do other things and come back with a fresh eye. So that's what I do. So I actually do experience creative though, but then I have like different ways of.
So your creative block is just I don't feel like I want to work right now.
No, I don't even have
I'm
ideas.
done.
Or when I find myself creating the same type of design for different clients, I know it's a problem. Or I'm using the same
So you
colors.
just take a break.
I just take a break. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to create similar brands. So I know that yes, it's because my mind is tired. I need to do something different. And sometimes sleep doesn't really help. I mean, you're just gonna wake up tired again. So sleep doesn't work for me. So when I sleep, sometimes it doesn't really do anything. But like I said, food works for me, and then window shopping. And then you mentioned something about going to the beach. I actually do not like going to the beach, so it doesn't work for me. It doesn't make me feel relaxed. Instead, I feel like more tense. No, I don't like going to the beach. So you have to just figure out what works for you, and just there's no structure to it, or there's not one particular way. Yeah.
So this is interesting. So because I've heard people say that, oh no, there's nothing like creative block or writer's block. But I mean, just listening to Bolanle talk, you can see that at different points, people will get overwhelmed or too tired to even come up with anything creative. Either it's a new idea or just a different way to solve the same problem. And so when you actually get to that point, don't start feeling like you're the most lazy person on earth, or you're not good enough or whatever. Just know that it's normal, it's okay. You just have to find the things that can sort of rejuvenate you or revive your creative juices again. If it's food, if it's shopping, if it's the beach, if it's sleep, but just find your own habitat, the place where you can really just chill and get your mind back to, the creative thing that you do, regardless of what it is, right? Do you have any final words?
So keep creating as much as you can, but always remember that at those times when you cannot create, it doesn't mean you're not good. It doesn't mean you're not like really awesome. It doesn't mean you're not creative. It simply means that your mind is tired, and you need to know what makes you excited again about your work, and just do exactly that. So it doesn't make you weird, or it doesn't make you less of yourself. It simply means you're tired. So rest and eat.
Yes.
Food.
But before I would. I think one thing I want you guys to take out is everybody's a creative, right? It's very easy for us to box ourselves into, if I'm not a writer, a graphic designer, a videographer, or an actor, an actress, then I'm not a creative. But everybody is a creative. Everybody, as long as you can create, as long as you can ideate a new idea or solve a problem, then you are creative, right? Or you are a creator, you can create stuff. And so the idea is, for whatever it is that you do, whatever area of expertise that you have, just find the things that work for you. If it's a lay down 1 to 3 step process like Bolanle, then have it and work around it every time so you can get more work done. If you're like me that just do stuff without having like a lay down process, then do what it is. And whenever you feel like, I can't get stuff done, I can't think properly, I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired, take a break, find a thing that would rejuvenate you and, do it. But thank you so much for watching this video. It was just all about the creative process with superstar brand identity designer Bolanle Banwo. I got the name correctly. That's why I did. Okay, I'll move on. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please click on the subscribe button to subscribe if you haven't clicked yet. Do it again. No, it's down. It's down. Yeah. And then click on the bell notification button. It's down too. Yeah. So you can get notified every time I release a new video. Most importantly, share this video to somebody. Peace out.